Injustice Year Zero Issue 7 sees Hal Jordan race to the JSA headquarters, meeting with Jay Garrick, who says that Dr. Midnight has done all he can for Alan and they don't know what happens next. The heroes talk about what Batman thinks happened, but Hal doesn't buy it, and neither does Jay, knowing Alan has been his best friend for many years, and there's no way he would hurt Wesley Dodds. Hal agrees and says that until he knows this isn't an attack, he's not leaving him alone. Elsewhere, Jim looks after the severely wounded Alan, soon met by Superman, who tells the man that he's not there to ask more questions like Batman was. He's just there to check in on them and see if they are okay. Jim says that Batman told him there was evidence that Alan stabbed Wesley, but he would never do such a thing. Superman knows that, reassuring Alan's husband that he's not there to question them. Jim talks about how he had black coffee this morning since Alan was supposed to come home with milk, promising he would. Jim knows that he should have raised the alarm when Alan didn't come home in the morning, but when one is with someone who can do what Alan can do, it means sharing him with the world, and it means he might not always get to come home when he wants to. Jim asks if Superman has someone to bring home milk for, and Clark says he does, but he also never gets to come home when he wants to either. He tells Jim that Lois keeps him grounded, which the man finds good since he couldn't imagine what would happen to Superman without a good honest mortal to pull him back down to Earth. Jim finally introduces himself, but Clark is well aware of who the man is, knowing Alan talked about him a lot. Superman reassures him that it was only good things, but Jim thought Superman didn't lie. He understands it, however, knowing that even flying people would need to vent every now and then. Jim thanks Superman, since the moment that he showed up on the scene, he lessened the burden on Alan, making him feel like he didn't have to do it all anymore, giving them both more time. Clark introduces himself to the man, knowing Alan would want them to know each other. Clark reassures Jim that Alan will wake up, hugging the man and telling him that they will get more time together. Leaving, Superman is met by Batman, Robin, and Dr. Midnight, asked if he learned anything more, but Superman says he didn't go in there to interrogate the man and he wasn't playing some good cop bad cop routine like Robin thinks he was. Batman asks if he could see if Jim was lying, but Superman knows he wasn't. Dr. Midnight shows them all security footage of Alan and Wesley talking in the HQ, and then Alan accessing classified information before leaving with Wesley, meaning all evidence points to Alan stabbing Wesley. Charles also knows that the blade Alan used left a wound that was too clean, meaning it had to have been made from a construct. Superman asks what information Alan accessed, learning that it was the names and addresses of the JSA members. Elsewhere, Will Everett answers the door to find a courier waiting for him. As he signs for the package, the courier is possessed by the Joker, who knows he is Amazing Man, firing a hidden gun at him. Luckily, Will turns to copper steel, having grabbed a doorknob, allowing the bullet to just bounce off his head. Will grabs the man, demanding to know who sent him and who he is, but the Joker-possessed man says he's not going to make it that easy, shooting himself in the head. At his hideout, Joker is enraged his plan didn't work, knowing he should have grabbed another one of the JSA members instead of just some nobody like a courier, but he wants the people to see it coming. Harley says that he can't have everything and sometimes you just gotta be content with being able to control the brains of enemies. Joker knows that it's not much fun if they don't know, as he suddenly has a revelation, knowing what's missing. He grabs Harley, taking her over to a balcony nearby and causing the woman to ask what he's doing. Joker says that he's trying to find the sweet spot of control and awareness, knowing that it will be far funnier if the heroes know what they are doing while he makes them do it. He uses the power on Harley, testing it out by forcing her to jump from the balcony. Later on, after fixing her broken body, Harley locks herself in her room, called after by Joker, who thinks she's overreacting over a few broken ribs. Taking a note she left for herself just in case something like this happened, Harley grabs her bat, smashing out the window and leaving Joker behind. Injustice Year Zero Issue 7 was another fantastic issue that saw the heroes get involved with Joker's plan as they try and determine what happened between Alan Scott and Wesley Dodds. I love when Tom Taylor gets to write his nice Superman, and here was no different, with the pages of him meeting Jim being wonderful and even a little sad since we know how far the hero falls throughout Injustice. Joker's part where he begins to refine his possession powers was pretty great as well, and again, just proves what a horrible abuser he is to Harley, using her here as basically a test guinea pig for his powers. I do like at the end where she leaves him, but it does call into question why she's back with him in year one. That sets off everything that happens in Injustice, and maybe it could be related to the possession amulet, like she is coaxed back because of the amulet, or unfortunately what happens in a lot of abusive relationships is she might end up just going back to Joker. Either way, I'm really interested to find out what happens next and who Joker will strike against next. I'm going to give this issue a 10 out of 10.